Hi guys, plan with me time again. Still enjoying my passion planner greatly at the moment. My passion planner and bullet journal are kind of where I'm at. There are things that are frustrating me, but we're going with it. I'm using the Sea is Calling collection again. As I said in my previous video, I'm going to attempt to make this collection last the entire month in my passion planner. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. So if you follow my Instagram, you'll see that a lot of the spreads I use actually use washi and these headers. So that's what I'm going for today. And I think I'm going slightly more yellowy today, I think. I haven't quite decided. I haven't made my mind up yet. I'm going with a time based spread next week because that way I can add in a lot more journaling, and there's a lot of other things happening next week which just make it that kind of week, really. So I have my trusty tool pot to hand as always, variety of rainbow stickers from the shop as well, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes really. So yeah, at the moment I am enjoying certain elements of my planning, as I have just suggested, but there are things that just aren't quite fitting into place nicely at the moment. It's really hard to explain what I mean. I'm absolutely fine and totally loving my bullet journal at the moment. Absolutely loving my bullet journal. That's my phone going bananas on my desk. It's approaching 3 years since I first started bullet journaling. In fact, I think it's this week. It is. This week is 3 years since I first started bullet journaling, meaning it's 3 years since I discovered the planner community, which is quite exciting. Yeah, completely loving my bullet journal. I bought a new one. I was talking in previous videos about perhaps condensing my bullet journal into my B6 Traveller's Notebook, which is still kind of in my head, but I've gone and got another Nuna notebook, which I'm absolutely in love with, and I'm spending a lot of time setting up. So I'm going to go with the black ones for this, I think. And I know it's going to cover up the print to some extent, but I don't mind that too much. My week, I'm not sharing the current week because actually I've put a lot of quite personal things in there this week. So you will have seen my midweek spread. There's a lot of blurred out stuff, but it's not turning out quite as pink as I was anticipating this time last week when I finished my plan with me. And I think it's because there's so many sort of bluey, greeny colours that it just kind of, it detracts from that base colour, and it does make it work, and because it's a corally pink as well, I quite like coral, and that's kind of what I've gone for on a lot of things. So yeah, that's where we're at. Still undecided as well about whether I'm going to stay in a medium passion planner or go to the large. There's benefits to both, but I'm still uncertain. I think part of me is uncertain to move because I really like the kind of scrapbooky feel I've got going on with my medium a lot of time at the moment. Monday is the 10th, isn't it? Yeah. So this is where I do use the numbers from the sheet, and I try and mimic the layout of the headers in the passion planner when I do this. So I do, you know, extreme left is the date and the extreme right is the number. Is that the right way around? I've got it upside down, so now I can't tell. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay. So this is kind of the boring bit. And again, I know it's covering up the pattern, but it's fine. There's bits of it poking through, and I think in my head the colour is more where it's at. So going back to my washi strip, again I'm going for the seashells, kind of thin washi to go over this bit, As I said before, I use it as intended, but I like getting rid of the black and white and filling it with colour. Colour makes me happy, so that's what we're going for. And I think I'm actually gonna, I'm not covering this with a washi because I will cover it with a sticker, but I want to use a paler sticker and that will show through enormously because I would like to use this one this week. So again, if you're new to my channel and haven't seen my other videos, I put my weekly focus up here, but I've split that into 3 things. So isn't that convenient? I use my monthly reflection pages on a weekly basis, and then the 3 things that I pick here become my focus for the next week, and that's working really, really well. So we're going to stick with that. Checklist for my good things. I'm going to go in here. And then we're going to crack out some washi tape. So I have got here saved all my bits of shells. I've got this sheet here as well, just deciding what to do and where to put things. So I think this week, do I want to put that in there, or do I want to find some other washi? Washi tub. Okay. Sorry. Oh, I'm squeaky chair syndrome. So I'm thinking that's too green. That's too blue. That might work. That could also work. I did have all my washi nice and neatly organised in drawers, and then I got fed up because I'd move something and it would all collapse, so I threw it all back in the box again. Or that one. Okay. We're away for the weekend, and what I tend to do when we're away on a time blocked week is I run a strip of washi and then I put things over it and write around it. Because I'm trying to make the collection last as long as possible, I'm not sure if there's enough because of me being away on the other weekends as well. So, because I tend to run 2 strips across there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To do those bits. That's for the headers. Okay, we could do this. Could work. Okay. I don't know what I want to do now. That's decisive. Is that too bold? Or would that be better? Or that one? I can't decide. I should have decided this beforehand. I think I'm going to go with this one, but I'm going to split it a bit. So let's go with seashells, big seashells, something different. We're just going to go with seashells, it's easier, I think, to cover these bits here. And what I may do is actually use one bit and trim that, which I haven't really done before, but they are the same length more or less, and I know I'm a bit scrappy with cutting bits sometimes, but let's give it a go. Let's try something different. So that along there, that along there. Let's hope that hasn't gone through the page. That's always my worry when I do long cuts on things. Oh no, it hasn't, that's fine. So, fingers crossed. This has gone through nice and neatly all the way, I think it has. Oh, there we go. So one way to save washi strips is to cut them in half that way, which I don't know was completely on camera or not, so if it wasn't, I apologise, and if it was, just ignore my rambling about whether it was on camera or not. Okay, that works. So we can do this. This will work. Will it? Blue, yellow, I don't know. We'll worry about the weekend in a minute. Okay, let's get to the crux of the week and what's going on, and then I can decide on washi tape. So, Monday, I am probably going to go to Guides again. I did go this week. I was exhausted afterwards, but I enjoyed it, and I think that's the important thing, is that I enjoyed it. Tuesday, I like this. Oh. Decisions. I have several appointments on Tuesday. I like the deck chair, and I like that one. They're pretty. Let's just go with the yellow one. No, let's go with this one for now. So I have my therapy session thing on Tuesday, which runs from 10 till 12. I don't mind this is a bit bigger because I tend to include travel time quite often around appointments. I have doctor's appointment on, what's that colour? Tuesday afternoon as well, at the wonderful time of 5:15. But if we stick it in there, that just covers that whole time period. That's fine. And I am going to use the little doctor briefcase thing. Really descriptive, I know. Wednesday, Thursday actually are fairly empty, but I think we need to go for a little bit of, let's put a beach hat in because I like beach hat. I think we're going to go for an afternoon of planning and doing bits and pieces social media wise. Yes, because I need to write a blog post next week for Elliebeth. Friday I am collecting my husband from work for us to go away about then. So I'm going to put that in for now, and that will probably move. And I'm going to mark some time out on Thursday evening to pack for the weekend. We are going to a friend's wedding, and I know that it's going to take a considerable chunk of time to get my husband sorted and make sure that his shirt is actually ironed and hasn't got blood stains on it. To clarify, that sounded very strange. We went to a friend's wedding a few months ago, and he managed to cut himself shaving and then get blood all over the collar of his shirt. And then when he wore the same shirt a few weeks ago for another wedding, the bloodstains were still there. I don't know how we've missed it, but we missed it, and I got a little bit irate that it wasn't a clean shirt. So it definitely will be this time. Right, that is the main appointment. I'm going to put a big full box in on this day that I can write in. So probably this one, because I like the bunting, that's celebratory. But now we return to the washi issue of what I want to actually do. This seems utterly ridiculous that I can't make my mind up. Okay, let's try a similar approach of cutting said washi in half lengthways. Okay, so step number 1 is just to put that bit in and then trim that. There we go. And then I want to trim this. Now, how is this a nice even? No, and I don't have a centimetre ruler to hand, so we're just going to eyeball it and hope for the best. That seemed terrifying, as you could probably hear. I think my voice went a bit funny then. Yeah, let's go about there. About there? Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why that noise came out. I think it's because I feared I'd gone through the page, but I haven't. I don't think I have anyway. We'll see. So that's That was a bit nerve-wracking. I shouldn't do that again. Then we will run that down here. And probably I'm going to run it to about there, because by the time we've got up and recovered and then got going, I mean, I don't know when we'll be back. We might be back earlier than that, we might be back later than that, but that will be fine. And then I'm going to, as I said, just pull up this sticker slightly, put that in here. There we go. Now I have just thought of another Penguin Joe sticker I could put in here that I don't think I've got to hand, but I know somewhere I have got my binder, which is in miscellaneous. These ones. Little Joe travelling. I have the big Joe for some occasions, but I like the little Joe. So I'll put those in a minute. Now I was going to put this one down here in the middle of the day for our friend's wedding. It's pretty much an all-day event by the time you take in travel time and everything else, because we're staying with other friends that aren't like really close but are a lot closer than we are. Plus the advantage of staying with friends is you don't have to worry about paying for accommodation, which is always helpful. I'm getting rid of this. I'm covering this up again. It's interesting, I know I shared this in some of the groups, and there was generally a feeling that last week's quote in the Passion Planner came across as quite negative. I didn't even think about it when I put it down, but going back and looking at my ocean blue one that I have for work and stuff, yeah, it definitely feels quite negative. So I could go beach huts because I've got the beach hut up here and I quite like these because they're nice warm colours. Could go deck chair because it's yellowy, or the deck chair's there. I think I'm going to go beach huts. Beach huts. Because I like the beach huts. So that will go in there. Okay, anything else I can think of? Not this moment in time. So, Penguin Joe's. So, this is travelling up to our friend's house. Probably won't take us that long to get there at all. But if you've got a sticker for it, why not? And then Sunday coming back as well. Stick him in there. I like these because they do fit a nice 2-hour chunk of driving, which is a good amount of driving time, and if it's longer then you can stretch it longer, which is absolutely fine. Do I mean 2 hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2.5 hours, there we go. More rainbow items and Penguin Joe's. So, hydration stickers. I do really like these. Though I think I'd like some pastel ones as well. Might put that on the sticker suggestion list. Yeah, if you do go to Rachel Shop and there isn't something that you would like, there is in the Facebook group a sticker suggestion list where you can suggest stickers that you might like to see. It could be Penguin Joe stickers, it could be all sorts of things. So I'm gonna put the pale pink Penguin Joe here for planner time, I think. And why did I get these? Oh, I know why I got these ones. Time to find a sticker. I think this one, because I was going to do this on Wednesday, wasn't I? Probably Wednesday morning, afternoon, I think. So that's for writing blog posts. very exciting. Did get those. I do have the car this week, so I could stick one of those on. I'm very much feeling like I've got a sticker for it, so I'm going to use it at the moment. Or certainly today anyway. There we go. Not completely straight, but it'll do. Stick that in there. And then we have chores. Now I have ordered some more of these because I was getting a little bit panicked that I might run out. And one thing that I did do last week on this section here, which I said was probably going to have a bit of a shake up, I have like a master cleaning list, so when I've done each room I would just write them here and then I take them off as I go, which is quite nice. Now normally we would do this over the weekend. We are not here. The weather here is not meant to be good. We won't put those in. We won't put those in because the weather is liable to change. So I think that's it. So let's go in and write some things down. Now I have a new pen. This is a cheap Sainsbury's fine liner, but it is really nice and really black. So if you want a cheap fine liner, worth bearing in mind. So this will be this week's focus, and writing that down makes me realise I haven't put one of those down, which I tend to do to mark what the week is. Don't you? Yeah, let's do a darker one. So it is the 10th to the 16th of June, just in case we hadn't got that. So that is guides. I'm going to write the time on it. Doc at 5:15. This is my 10 to 12 appointment. This was to work on the blog. Oh, what was this one? Oh, plan it. That was packing time, wasn't it? I just like to mark things in and give them time, and then I'll do everything else. And then have the car. There we go. That is pretty much it, I think, for next week. I like that. I like this a lot more than I liked last week's, actually. Isn't that interesting? Maybe it's going back to the timelines rather than having blocked sections. I don't know. Yeah, this, again, I'm going to leave for now. I'm still playing around with how I use this. I haven't used it as effective as I could do. I'm going to put the weekend banner down, I think. Or the other one. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I don't know. No, I'm going to leave it for now and I might change. The only thing I haven't done that's just popped into my mind is Wacky Holidays. I didn't do these last week. I missed the fact that Monday the 3rd was Wonder Woman Day. But it is Father's Day on Sunday. Which is apparently seems to be the same day around the world, whereas Mother's Day varies quite a bit. So Monday is Ballpoint Pen Day, of course. Corn on the Cob Day. Red Rose Day. Doubt I will have any. You never know. He might watch this and decide to get me something. He might not. Oh, Roller Coaster Day. That's cool. Monkey Around Day. Do not need to tell my husband that. Smile Power Day. I like that for our friend's wedding. I think that's nice. And then Fresh Veggies Day. There we go. No weekend banner going in now. Put the Wacky Holidays down. The only other thing I might mark is the fact that this is 3 years since I started planning. I think I am. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use a Penguin Joe and a bright yellow Penguin Joe. In there. Three years. Since my first bullet journal spread. And I know this because I've been rearranging the office recently and moved all of my bullet journals and had a quick look through my first one. So that's why it's in my head, I think, at the moment. There we go. Right, as I said, I'm leaving it there. I am liking this a lot. It's making me feel quite happy, and I definitely feel like I'm filling it up now. I think there was a stage when I was first off work where I was like, I'm not putting anything in it. That feels wrong. But now I'm putting in journaling and scrapbooking and all sorts, and I really like the way it fills up. So there we go. I'll be back next week with another plan with me using the same collection, maybe trying something a bit different, maybe throwing some other colours in the mix. We'll see. As usual, the links to Instagram and the Elliebeth Designs shop and my affiliate code are all below. I'll also leave a link to Once More With Love, where I got the wacky holiday stickers as well. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. Back next week, and in the meantime, happy planning.